Do you want to be completely unrecognizable in only 90 days? As a man, you are right now feeling stressed, you're burned out, you know you're overweight. Do not underestimate how you can completely turn this situation around. People in far worse shape than you and in far worse circumstances than you have done this successfully in less than 90 days. But let's make a 90-day plan. 5 things to ruthlessly focus on. And you're way too young. You're only in your 30s or 40s. You've got decades ahead of you. You want to show up every single day as the best possible version of yourself. And it is tough in modern day culture. A lot of things are working against you. Who am I to talk about this? My name is Suneel, and I'm a doctor who specializes in metabolic health. And I want to make videos on this channel to help you on your journey. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more similar videos. 5 things that you absolutely must focus on, man. Number 1, strength training. Maybe you have a workout regimen which is not very consistent. Maybe you do more cardio. I speak as someone who was in that circumstance. I grew up playing a lot of sport. I was always into cardio. And people said to me over the years, you should do some strength training. And I never understood until my 30s how much of a game changer this is. I wish I'd started earlier. I want you to have a regular, consistent strength training routine. Not only is this important for building up some muscle mass, I mean, we're not talking about becoming like a bodybuilder. We're talking about feeling a bit stronger, developing some more definition. This translates over to your mental health very quickly as you start to feel stronger. So have a consistent routine. Mix up the upper body with the lower body. So have a day where you focus on the upper body, then lower body and core. You can find numerous different examples of exercise regimens online where you target different muscles. And I'll certainly make more videos in the future, but get it into your head that you must have a strength building routine. Half an hour every now and then on the treadmill is not enough. You want to build up some muscle strength. Personally, I have a 1 hour a day exercise rule. Non-negotiable, and I mix up strength training with cardio, but I strive to do strength training every single day. Do not underestimate what a game changer this is. If you start to do it every single day, after only a couple of weeks, you will be a whole new man. Number 2, I want you to walk more. That's it. Simply walk much more. Many people get into the habit these days of being sedentary. It's encouraged. You sit down during the day. You commute to work by car, you're sitting down for these extended periods of time, and we've lost the art of walking. It is a superpower. It's great, obviously, for burning calories, but it's also excellent for clearing the mind. It is very rare for anybody to feel stressed or anxious, go for a walk and not feel better. In fact, I got more into the habit of walking regularly over the last few years, and I can tell you this, as I make content, for instance, I have some of my best ideas while I'm out on a walk. You relax, your mind is more clear. And frequently while I'm walking, this is funny, people who watch me walk will see me do this every so often. I will stop and I'll pull out my phone and I'll start writing an idea down that I had. And I don't think that that's any accident. But walking is also very good for improving insulin sensitivity. You are probably insulin resistant. So if you get into the habit when you wake up in the morning, within half an hour to an hour, go for a walk, get some fresh air, get some sunlight. Walk in the afternoons, walk in the evenings, but especially get into the habit of walking after meals. Number 3, I want you to institute a time-restricted eating regimen. This is also known as intermittent fasting, but I prefer the term time-restricted eating. So strive to eat most days in an 8-hour window, let's say 12 noon to 8 p.m. Some people do 12 noon to 6 p.m. And why this is so good is basically your metabolism is then resting for most of the day, 16 or 18 hours. And research backs up that this is amazing for metabolic health, for lowering inflammation, for reversing insulin resistance, as well as obviously reducing your total calorie intake. Time-restricted eating. If somebody had told me a couple of years ago that I could do this without any difficulty, I would have said, get out of here. I have to eat within an hour or two of waking up, especially if I'm working out. I no longer need to do that. I've trained my body and I went in a gradual way, never put any undue immediate stress on your body, like go from eating as soon as you wake up to eating at noon. That's going to be tough. So go in 1 hour increments. So if you're used to eating at 8 a.m., push it to 9 a.m., 10 a.m., etc. And now I feel fantastic in the mornings. I will hydrate myself. That's super important. I will have water, I will have tea, but I won't have any solid food most days until noon. Doesn't have to be every single day, but time restricted eating is excellent and it can really get you moving in the right direction if you are inflamed, as most men are who are stressed, burned out, anxious, and overweight. Okay, number 4, I want you to dedicate 30 minutes every single day to stress relief. You are very likely stressed out of your mind, and that's a product of modern day living. You have so many responsibilities at work, your boss, your organization is weighing down on you. You get home, you have family responsibilities. It's very stressful. What takes your mind to a better place? Because those elevated stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, are going to wreak absolute havoc on your metabolic health. They're going to increase inflammation over time. In fact, many people tick a lot of other boxes, but they don't take care of stress. You probably know people like this. Stress is really bad. It did serve a purpose once as part of the fight or flight reaction, but nowadays this chronic low-level stress is really, really bad for us. So whatever works for you, is it a walk in nature? Is it watching your favorite comedy show? Do you meditate? Do you have a hobby? For me personally, I go to the gym. So that's stacking. I get my exercise and I get stress relief, and I come out of the gym and usually I finish with some cardio and I'm sweating and I feel $1 million. Any stress I had appears to have gone. And that's not an accident. That's what exercise does. But whatever works for you, 30 minutes, absolute minimum, every single day to dedicate to stress relief. And number 5, I want you to plan a way out of your current work situation. Right now, if you absolutely love what you do for work, you don't need to listen to this last point. But this is for the vast majority of men out there who have no sense of purpose with your line of work. You may well be a high-ranking professional. You went to school for a long time. You trained for a long time. You started climbing the corporate ladder, and you're kind of stuck in that. But you know deep inside that you get no real satisfaction about what you're doing. You don't go to work with a sense of energy, with passion. Your internal values don't align with what you're being asked to do every day. You absolutely hate the system. I want you to ruthlessly set in motion a path to a new beginning. This is not going to happen overnight, but even just the act of mentally checking out and saying, okay, I will not continue like this for decades. I'm not going to be like all of these sad people around me in my workplace who are kind of going through the motions, grinding it out till retirement. Why would you want to do that? There are so many different routes you can go down, especially nowadays with the online arena. But whatever it is for you, I want you to dedicate time every single day to exploring a new career option, because fewer things will bring a man down more than not enjoying your line of work and feeling every single day like it's a big drag. You deserve so much more, and there are plenty of different opportunities that probably exist. You just need to get out of the rut. Do not be stuck. That's the worst feeling in the world. So those 5 things then can really change you in 90 days. You commit to those, and there's a process known as neuroplasticity. Your brain is very plastic. I mean, not literally plastic, but your neurons can rewire, and anything can become habit for you after only 2 months. That's what the studies show, probably even faster for a lot of men out there. So get into the habit of these things. Number 1, strength training routine. Number 2, walk more at every opportunity. Number 3, time restricted eating. Number 4, 30 minutes every day to relieve stress, to help those cortisol and adrenaline levels, which are causing so much damage, settle down. And number 5, plan a path out of your current situation, even if it's a small step every single day to get your career, your life moving in an exciting new direction. Think about those 5 things very carefully, because men in far worse a position than you have completely turned things around, and you can do it too. You want to show up every single day with a sense of energy, purpose, be the best possible version of yourself at work, with your family, be fully present. But right now, you are probably inflamed, you're insulin resistant, you need more mental clarity. So now is the time. Life is short. Be the best version of yourself, man. Check in the links down below. Join my The Metabolic community. Also check out my 30-day metabolic health and energy reset. We'll speak in the next video.